Hello everyone, my name is John. Today, I will tell you how to set up uploading new leads from a Facebook advertising account to the ProveSource service. This is necessary in order to automatically transfer new leads from Facebook to other systems. For example, you can send this data to the ProveSource service via a webhook, conveniently store, process and interact with it in every possible way in the future. Now let's move on to the setup. First, you need to create a new connection. Next, you need to select the Facebook data source system. Now you need to specify the action. Get leads new. At this stage you need to connect your Facebook account to the ApiX-Drive service. In this window we need to specify the username and password of the Facebook personal account. Then go to Advanced Settings. At this stage, you see the advertising pages to which you have access. The advertising pages for which you want to receive leads must be ticked. I recommend marking all advertising pages at once at this stage in order to be able to work with them in the future. If you get a new advertising page after connecting your Facebook account to ApiX-Drive, you will need to repeat the connection via incognito in the browser, and at this stage check the new advertising page. Leave all checkboxes enabled. When the connected login is displayed in the list, select it. At this stage, you need to select the advertising page for which you want to receive new leads. If you want to receive leads for all advertising forms at once, leave Yes, connect all current and new forms. If you want to receive leads on some specific forms, select No, select forms individually and tick the necessary forms. At this stage, you can set up a data filter. In this case there is no need for this, so just click Continue. At this stage, you see an example of one of your leads. If there is no data at this stage or ApiX-Drive test data is displayed, you need to wait for a real lead or generate a test lead through Facebook Business Messenger. After you do this, click Load Test Data from Facebook, and when the lead appears at this stage, click Next. On this, the Facebook data source setup has been successfully completed. Now you need to move on to setting up data reception. Select ProveSource as the data receiving system. Next, you need to select an action. Send data. At this point you need to connect your ProveSource account to the ApiX-Drive system. In this window, you must specify the URL to which the data will be sent. In order to get it, go to the ProveSource personal account. Then you need to create a new notification. Select Stream. Then select the webhook system. Copy the webhook URL and paste it into the appropriate field in the ApiX-Drive system. Back to ProveSource and complete the setup. Check that notification is enabled. After all the settings, we return to the ApiX-Drive system. When the connected login is displayed in the list, select it. At this stage, we need to choose the type of data sending. Post.json. Now you need to compose the parameters, where name is the name of the variable, and value is the value that corresponds to this variable. In the drop-down list, select a variable from Facebook, which will correspond to the value of first name. In order to add another set of parameters, click Add. When all necessary variables are assigned, click Continue. At this point, you see an example of the data that will be sent to ProveSource via webhook for each new lead from Facebook. If something does not suit you, click Edit and go back a step. In order to check the correctness of the settings, click Send Test Data to ProveSource. After successful sending, go to ProveSource and check the result. If everything suits you, return to the ApiX-Drive system and continue setting up. This completes the setup of ProveSource data reception successfully. Now you need to enable auto-update and select the communication interval, for example, once every 5 minutes. That's all. I wish you successful integration settings and good luck.